What if the biggest mistake buyers make in Colorado Springs is assuming every neighborhood drives the same, when a few pockets can completely change how your daily life feels? I'm James Dean with the James E. Mountain Homes team, and we are your local mountain and Colorado Springs real estate experts. We absolutely love answering your questions about the area. So if you're buying, selling, or just curious about the Pikes Peak region, reach out. You can call or text us at 719-266-2725 or email info@jdmurrayt.net. Check the link below for our two free resources, the Pikes Peak Relocation Guide and the Buy Local Guide. You can also head to jdmountainhome.com to start your home search and hit that subscribe button and notification bell so you don't miss our next update. When people first start looking at Colorado Springs, one of the things they ask about all the time is walkability. And the honest answer is this: Colorado Springs is not a walk everywhere city overall. You're still going to use your car in most parts of town. But that does not mean walkability is off the table. It just means it shows up in pockets, not everywhere. So if you're somebody who wants to walk to coffee, dinner, a brewery, a local shop, or just have more of life happening around you day to day, there are a few areas you should absolutely pay attention to. Today, I want to break down some of the best walkable pockets in Colorado Springs for everyday life, and more importantly, explain the kind of lifestyle each one creates. First, downtown Colorado Springs, especially the Tejon corridor. If you want the strongest concentration of walkability in Colorado Springs, downtown is usually the first place to look. Visit Colorado Springs describes the Tejon corridor as the heartbeat of downtown. It also describes it as the area's shopping district and restaurant row, lined with historic buildings, indie boutiques, sidewalk cafes, and murals tucked between local landmarks. That is pretty much exactly why this area works for people who value everyday walkability. You are not just getting one place to grab dinner. You're getting a cluster: coffee shops, restaurants, bars, shopping, local events, and a more active street feel are all stacked closer together here in most of the city. And that changes your routine. Instead of thinking, do I want to drive somewhere after work? You start thinking, do I want tacos, brunch, cocktails, or a bookstore cafe within a few blocks? That may sound small, but is a huge quality of life difference for the right buyer. Downtown tends to fit people who want more energy, more spontaneity, and more reasons to be out in the neighborhood. It is especially attractive if you like local businesses, community events, and the ability to mix errands with fun. Now, the trade-off is obvious. Downtown is not trying to be quiet and tucked away. If your dream is privacy, extra elbow room, or a slow residential feel, this may not be your best fit. But if your goal is the most urban, connected, everyday experience Colorado Springs can offer, downtown belongs at the top of your list. Second, Old Colorado City. If downtown is the more urban, walkable pocket, Old Colorado City gives you a different version of walkability, more historic, more west side, and a little more relaxed in feel. Visit Colorado Springs describes Old Colorado City as a charming shopping, dining, and entertainment spot and calls out the West Side identity that locals love so much. That description fits. Old Colorado City has one of the easiest strolling environments in town. You can park, get coffee, walk a few blocks, pop into local shops, grab lunch, and stay in the area for a while without feeling like you're bouncing from one disconnected stop to another. That is what makes it so appealing for everyday life. It does not necessarily feel fast-paced, it feels usable. For a lot of buyers, that is a sweet spot. They want charm, they want personality, they want to be able to go out without everything feeling too spread out, but they may not want the busier downtown vibe. Old Colorado City often hits that middle ground really well. And because it has both long-standing local spots and newer businesses bringing fresh energy into the district, it can feel established without feeling stale. This area tends to make sense for buyers who want a neighborhood that feels lived in, social, and local, with walkability that is more about quality of experience than pure density. Third, Ivywild and the Southwest Cluster. The third pocket I would pay attention to is the Ivywild area and the broader Southwest Cluster around it. Now, this one is a little different. It's not walkability in the traditional downtown grid sense. It's more lifestyle cluster walkability. Visit Colorado Springs describes the Southwest area as a place where you get that classic Colorado experience, and it specifically highlights a reimagined space with multiple dining options, beverage hubs, shopping, and community events. That is a strong summary of why Ivywild stands out. Ivywild gives you one of the best built-in local hangout environments in the city. If your version of walkability is being able to meet friends, grab a drink, get food, and linger in a place that actually feels social and neighborhood-driven, this pocket deserves a look. It may not be the first place someone from a major urban market imagines when they say walkable, but in Colorado Springs terms, it absolutely creates a more connected, less car-dependent feeling for parts of daily life. And for some buyers, that is enough. They do not need everything on foot. They just want a reliable place that becomes part of their routine. So what buyers should really be asking themselves? Here's the bigger point. Walkability is not one thing. For one buyer, it means being able to walk to a coffee shop and dinner on the same street. For another, it means having a charming district nearby where weekend errands and meetups feel easy. For someone else, it means being near one strong social hub that keeps them from constantly driving across the town. So before you choose a neighborhood, define what walkability means to you. Do you want the strongest concentration of businesses and activity? Start with downtown. Do you want charm, local character, and a strollable historic district? Look hard at Old Colorado City. Do you want a neighborhood-centered food and drink hub with a casual local feel? Put Ivywild on the list. Final thought. Colorado Springs is not a city where you randomly land anywhere and end up with a walkable lifestyle. You have to be intentional. But the good news is, if you know what pockets to focus on, you can absolutely find a part of town that feels more connected, more convenient, and more enjoyable day to day. And that can make a huge difference in whether a home feels right after move-in, not just during the showing. Before we go, I just want to say that if you have any questions about buying or selling or really anything about the Pikes Peak region, please don't hesitate to reach out to my team and I. You can call us or text us at 719-266-2725 or you can email us at info@jdmarriott.net. Don't forget, we also have 2 free resources for you. You can click below, the Pikes Peak Relocation Guide and the Buy Local Guide. Plus, don't forget to also check out our website at www.jdmountainhome.com, where both of these free resources are, as well as a ton of information about our area and a place that you can start a search for homes here. Lastly, make sure you hit that subscription button and notification bell so you get notified every time we post a new video. I'll see you guys next time.